Chief! Maria's eyes flashed with fury. That son of a... The men moved deeper into the basement. Evan tugged her arm, whispering, "We need to get out now." They slipped back up the ladder, hearts hammering. But as soon as they emerged into the warehouse, flashlights hit their faces. Freeze! 4 men surrounded them, heavily armed, wearing the same private security uniforms they had seen earlier. "Hands where we can see 'em," one snarled. Maria's hand twitched toward her gun. "Don't," Evan whispered. "There are too many." They raised their hands slowly. One guard smirked. "Detectives Carter and Santos. Chief Rourke said you'd show up." Evan clenched his fists. "You're making a mistake." "No," the guard said. "You did." The butt of his rifle slammed into Evan's skull, and the world went black. Evan woke bound to a chair, wrists tied with zip ties that dug cruelly into his skin. The room was concrete, damp, and windowless. A single bulb flickered overhead. Maria sat tied to a chair beside him, blood trickling down her temple but eyes blazing with anger. Chief Rourke stood in front of them, hands tucked casually into his pockets. "You should have listened," he said mildly. "Harborview's a dying town. The government cut our funding years ago. The only way we keep the lights on is by looking the other way." "You're trafficking kids," Maria spat. "No," Rourke said calmly. "I'm keeping order. The people who run these operations, they pay well. They own this city now. You think some dead runaways matter to them?" "To anyone." Evan glared. "Daniel Price knew. That's why you killed him." Rourke shrugged. He resurfaced. "Started talking to the wrong people. We had to handle it." "You murdered 8 kids," Evan growled. "They were street trash," Rourke snapped suddenly, temper flaring. "No families. No one to miss them. Except you two, apparently." He exhaled, calming himself. "But don't worry. You won't be missed either." He nodded to the guards. "Take them to the docks." They were dragged along the pier toward a rusted cargo ship. The night air was sharp, the waves cold and cruel. Maria kicked and fought, landing a sharp blow to one guard's knee. Evan lunged and knocked another off balance, sending him crashing into a stack of nets. Chaos erupted. Evan managed to grab a fallen guard's knife and cut through Maria's restraints. She immediately grabbed his arm. "Run!" Gunshots rang out behind them as they sprinted across the pier. A bullet whizzed past Evan's ear. They ducked behind a shipping container. "We can't outrun them," Evan gasped. "We need to disappear." Maria pointed to the water. "You can't be serious. You got a better idea?" Together they leapt into the freezing harbor. The icy water punched the breath from Evan's lungs. Bullets sliced into the waves as they swam beneath the pier, clinging to the barnacle-covered beams. When the gunfire stopped, they hauled themselves